Ladies and gentlemen, Brian the Beer Snob.
Alright, back for the second review with Blue Ice and Tiger.
Round two.
Tiger was waiting.
Back at it.
Yeah, so last review, the Paranormal Pumpkin Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Let Blue Ice do the pouring, and he went down the side of the glass, and now he's in the Hardcore Pub. I'm going to let him taste a beer that's been poured the way that it's against everything he knows as a former bartender. But this is a Skull Splitter, handcrafted in small batches, 8.5% alcohol.
Where are they from?
Where is this thing from? Where is the Orkney Brewery? Hoyloo. Where? Oh.
You got to look in the very back.
Brewed in Scotland.
Oh, awesome.
It's brewed in
I
Scotland.
think we're in for a treat.
So, listen to this sound. Here, get away, get away. Listen to this. I just love the sound.
That's nice. I do like that. That's okay.
You know those?
It sounds like a beer commercial.
Like they call it ASMR or whatever. It's like supposed to be sounds that are like relaxing or something. I could put that on a loop. And see, some people say it makes it go flat, but look, there's plenty of carbonation coming up here.
No, you're right.
It's not flat. Releases.
But you know what? The main reason why I was always taught to do that is because those beers came from tap.
Yeah.
I've never really been taught to do that with a bottle.
Well, when I was in Germany, that's where I learned this. Went to a bar on a hot July day, and the tap, like in this country, the tap is kind of like here, but over there it was like, geez, there was like 1.5 to 2 feet where the tap was.
Yeah.
And she set the glass here and like pulled the tap, and it
Just
shot
let it trickle.
down,
Yeah.
and there was like this much beer in all his head, and then she just sat there watching it. And I said, was the keg empty or something, you know? And
She said, no, that's how we pour beer.
she said, we have to make sure that the head lasts at least 2 minutes before it melts, or I can't serve it. And I said, well, I'm an American, and we don't like heads on our beers, so dump that out and pour it down the side of the glass. And she said, no.
We don't do that.
So it's Germany. I mean, Germans know their beer, so I said, well, you know, I'm gonna start doing that. And like I say, I love it. And there are, you know, Ronald Theriot there, Louisiana Beer Reviews. He pours his beers hard.
Yeah.
I just found another guy. His name, his channel is kind of hard to remember. It's like Uncle Bub from Bell Buckle Beer Reviews or something. He's from the town's called Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Okay.
But he pours it hard, and he does what I do. I always get a sip, and you get that foam in your mouth first, and you taste it.
You get that milk mustache.
Yeah. Skull Splitter.
I'm gonna jump in. Cheers.
8.5%. It's got a mild flavor for a
Malty.
got a great color.
Biscuit. Sweet biscuity. Malty. That comes first thing that comes to mind.
It says Skull Splitter is one of our strongest beers, named after Thorlinn Einarsson, the 7th Viking Earl of Orkney. This is a sophisticated, satiny, smooth, and full-flavored beer. It has rich, fruity, wine-like complexity with flavors of fresh and dried fruits, warm exotic spice, and mellow summer fruity notes.
Figs.
Pairs well with rich, dark meats, strong cheese, and fruit puddings,
Yeah, figs.
which I don't have any of at the moment, but it's okay. If it pairs good with them, it's all right by itself.
I'm kind of getting the wine notes they were saying, and the fruity, like a fig, grape, apricot.
I'm just hoping that it didn't get its name from how we're going to feel tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's why I stay hydrated. That's why, especially with an 8.5, I start drinking more water, because I've learned my lesson in the past about these strong IPAs.
Yeah.
If you don't stay hydrated, you will be mad at yourself in the morning. Cool name,
It says
cool art.
it has deceptively light character. 5,000 years in the making.
That's a long time to be brewing beer.
It is. But if this is what it tasted like 5,000 years ago when they were brewing it, that's pretty amazing.
That is.
I never know how much these beers cost because, like I say, I buy singles. I very rarely. But I bought that 12-pack of Yingling just to drink between
Right.
reviews or whatever. But all the beers in the fridge here, I just usually buy one.
Okay.
So, you know, you buy a single, it's going to be just a little bit more expensive, but still, it's not crazy. Especially, like I say, if you have your own beer type and that's what you love, and you want to go try something different, you don't have to go buy a 6-pack or a 12-pack to try it and then decide you don't like it. You can just buy a single.
That's why I do. That's why I do build a 6 at Kroger, because I can't buy a 6-pack of anything. It's because of that. I've been through that.
Yep.
I've taken suggestions. Like I did a beer a review on my channel, Wild Heaven out of Avondale Estates, close to me. They have a pecan roll beer, and it tastes like a pecan roll. But that's what the guy at the liquor store told me. But it didn't taste like a pecan roll. It tasted more like a cinnamon roll. It was just too sweet. And I had a 6-pack of them. I was really upset. I said, man, they didn't sell singles.
Yeah.
That's why I frequent the places there. You know, I discovered some liquor stores, if you go to the manager and you ask him to give you a single or something, he will do it. Because I've done that. He will do it. He will. If you see a 6-pack of a beer you're interested in, and you say, you know what, I'm just curious, I want to see for myself.
Yep. As I said, I typically buy my beers at Total Wine, or we have a liquor store just up the street called High Spirits.
Okay.
But Cinco de Mayo being the other day, I was looking for just a couple Mexican beer singles, and I went to this. I didn't want to go all the way to Total Wine because that's up in Kennesaw.
Right.
So I went to the gas station, the racetrack over here, and they had mix and match quarts, 2 quarts
Wow.
for $7.50, and I thought that's 64 ounces of beer.
That's how you guys got the Victoria.
Yeah, the
and
Victoria and
Corona
the
Familiar.
Corona Familiar. And then my wife had a eye doctor appointment, and it's like in the same plaza close to Ingles, so I went in there, and I've been wanting to review the oil cans, the Fosters, the Australian beers.
Yeah.
So they had, you could get 2 Fosters. They were mix and match, so I got the green one and the blue one. One's the lager, one is the premium ale. But it was $4.
Right.
So but it's $2 for an oil can, which is, if you could pay $2 for a 12-ounce, that's a deal. You're not going to get that at a bar or a club or anything.
Yeah. You're right.
So, I mean, there's cheap deals.
Yeah.
Cheap deals.
There are.
But I like it. Scotland. Around the world. I'm going to leave a link to Blue Ice's page down in the description, so if you guys haven't checked him out, show him some love. We all love love, don't we?
We do.
And
I'm kind of loving this beer, man.
yeah.
It's subtle. It's not too many hops jumping at me.
Yeah, it is deceptively, what does it say, deceptively light, because it doesn't look light. But
Yeah,
as far as the flavor goes,
that's the deception.
but it is 8.5% alcohol, so it's deceptively light, I think, flavor-wise, but it's still gonna, it's 8.5. It's in the imperial category. It's gonna get you there.
Yeah, it'll take you there.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. And thanks again, Blue Ice, for coming over and helping me get through this. So, look forward to seeing you guys next
Appreciate
time.
you guys, everybody that's been rocking with me.
Till then.
Cheers.